WRSR, Owasso, Flint. The following program has been pre-recorded and is paid for by Discover Flint Township. The views expressed are those of Discover Flint Township and do not necessarily reflect the views of 103.9 The Fox or Krill Communications, Inc. Welcome to Discover Flint Township, a program showcasing our local community. Flint Township is ready for your next move. And now, your host, Flint Township Economic Enhancement Director, Tracey Tucker.
I'm Tracey Tucker, and this is Discover Flint Township, brought to you by Flint Township Economic Development Authorities, HAP Financial Plus Credit Union, Shea Automotive Group, and 103.9 The Fox. This morning, I have McKenzie Miller here from Shea Automotive Group. And hi, McKenzie. I took her mic. She can't have it yet. And then we also have joining us from the Flint Institute of Arts, we have Patrick and Shannon. Good morning, Patrick.
Morning. Thanks for having us.
Good morning. And Shannon.
Yeah, we're so excited to talk about the party.
Oh, I know. So many things going on. So I'm going to turn this over to McKenzie, and I'll let her talk now. I'll give her a mic.
Thanks, Tracey. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Shannon. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for coming in today. So we're here to talk about a little party that you guys are throwing, correct?
That's right. We're super excited about it.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about the party.
Okay, so the Flint Institute of Arts party, officially called The Party, was dreamt about 12 years ago, was our inaugural party when we unveiled the really spectacular Chihuly sculpture in the atrium.
Okay.
And it was born of the idea that every year the museum would throw an extravagant and amazing party, always with full of surprises and with a different theme, and that we would raise funds to support the educational endeavors of the Flint Institute of Arts, because we are the fourth largest art school in the country right now, affiliated with the museum.
Correct. Yep.
I did not know that. That's super cool. And what's the theme this year?
The theme this year is Vintage Circus.
Okay.
This was supposed to be the theme in 2020, and we are very excited. This is the first year we've been able to have it, and we've been waiting 3 years, so we have a lot of surprises.
Oh my gosh.
Having to do with the theme.
I'm so excited. I was looking at the pamphlet that we have for our sponsorship, and I'm like, what do I wear to this party? I have no idea what to wear. It was like a Brazilian circus carnival theme from the pictures that I saw.
Yes.
And I have no idea. Like, what do people wear at parties like this?
Well, I think that, so everybody always dresses, I would say, a little bit sort of fancy chic.
Okay.
And a lot of people do take part in the theme if it makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I think that top hats and circusy attire is perfect.
Circusy. Patrick, are you going to be wearing a top hat?
I have some surprises in store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Anyone wants to come on stilts, that's encouraged.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of people in the office searching for very weird things online to wear to this.
Your search engine's going to be super weird for the next couple of months.
Yeah, ringmaster attire encouraged, definitely.
So is that what are you going to wear then? Do you know yet?
I have really long, sparkly sequin pants that are very circusy.
Okay, so circusy is what I need to go for. Perfect. And this is the largest event annually held by Flint Institute of Arts?
It is. This is the largest event. It's held one time per year, always the first Saturday in June.
Okay.
And yeah. It's the largest in terms of funds raised. So it's a really important fundraiser. And as our listeners can all appreciate, we have had no fundraisers in person, no events in person in over 2 years. So this is really, really important for funding towards the educational programming.
Absolutely. And where is it being held this year?
It's at the Art Institute, which is downtown. What's the address, Patrick?
It is...
I had to do some searching here.
You know, I looked up the phone number and not the address.
Maybe 817 East Kersley Street. And it's in the Flint Cultural, I think it's in the Flint Cultural Center, which is fantastic. And it's actually a great spot because across the street, Sloan Museum is undergoing amazing renovations. Next door, the Flint Public Library is reopening in June. So it's really an exciting time for the Cultural Center.
I cannot wait for the Sloan Museum to open up, but that's a different conversation for a different day. So how many people are you expecting? Because we haven't had this party in 3 years. So how many people are you expecting to attend this event this year?
We're hoping for over 500. We typically have between 400 and 500 attendees.
Okay.
And we will cap ticket sales if we need to. So get your tickets early.
Okay, I was going to say, have you had a lot of people buying tickets now or sponsorships, or do you still have some availability right now?
We've seen, this, as Shannon mentioned, this is not only for the Flint Institute of Arts, but it's a beloved party in the entire community. When I actually first started my job at the FIA in October, and the first thing that friends started saying to me was questions about the party. If the party's coming back this year. So
I love that.
So there's definitely been a lot of engagement with the Facebook event, and people are already buying tickets on our website. So, it's definitely worthwhile to plan ahead and get your tickets early if you can.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's going to be a huge party this year with a lot of fun things going on.
Yeah, Patrick, tell us what's the link. What are the links to the event?
If you go to the Flint Institute of Arts Facebook page, you can find it in our events section there. You can also find it at our website, www.flintarts.org.
Okay.
And there's an events tab right in the main menu, and you'll find it listed there. Find all of the information. If you're still interested in tickets, sponsorships, donations, any sort of thing, you can find it all right there.
Visit them now, get the tickets now before you guys sell out, because you're probably going to sell out.
Yes, and I'll just throw in one little tidbit too. So if you're going to attend the party, the tickets at the door are $150. So if you were going to, and let's say that you're a small business, we have a sponsorship as small as $500. So $300 is getting your 2 tickets if you're coming with a friend or a spouse or a partner. And so for $200 more, you're getting really good bang for the buck, because you're getting tickets for the party and you're having, your name recognition on all the print media and material and the website and social media. So it's a really and our sponsorship deadline is April.
It is April. It's the last week in April, I believe.
22nd, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's for inclusion in all of the print material and the invitation and stuff. So there's still time.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Get your tickets now then, because you do not want to spend that money at the door.
Right.
Yes. Definitely take advantage of the packages that you do have.
The ticket prices are less if you buy them in advance. $20 less.
Okay.
Per
$130 online right now, and then $150 at the door.
And what's included in this ticket if you buy a ticket?
So entry into the event, and it's always a full dinner. It's a roving, strolling dinner. So there's a dessert station and there's an appetizer station, and the food is themed circus.
Oh, okay.
So think lots of things on cones and sticks.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this event. And I've never been to one of your guys' parties before. So, me walking into this party for the first time, what would I expect? What should I look for? What would I be excited to see? I know it's probably different according to the theme, but what is something that you always want someone to notice or to make sure that they witness at this party?
Well, I think that having it at the museum is at the Flint Institute of Arts is the most spectacular, right? Because it's such a cool venue, and it's inside of the museum and outside in the sculpture courtyard. And we totally transform the sculpture courtyard according to the theme. So you might expect a tightrope walker or an aerial artist. You might expect jugglers or stilt walkers or fire eaters or other things that you would see at the circus. The entertainment's amazing. And the decor, of course, will be with a theme. Mm-hmm. And we always have really unique and incredible photo opportunities. So you can memorialize the party with your friends, and lots of other tricks.
A lot of other surprises that you can't say yet, right? Yes. Okay, well, I'm very excited.
I'll just say the meetings leading up to it have included discussions of fire eaters and body paint styles. And so they've definitely been the most fun work meetings I've ever been a part of to listen in on. So, but I think if you look back on our Facebook page and see some of the photo galleries from previous events, the Flint Institute of Arts itself is beautiful, but the way that the space gets reimagined and transformed every year for this event is incredible.
Oh my gosh.
We've partnered this year too, which is we're very excited. So Sheena is the owner of the first ever bartending school in Flint, and she teaches bartenders tricks of the trade. And so I will just tell our listeners that she has lots of cool tricks, things that make drinks into bubbles, things that make tricks into boiling cauldrons, things, and all of the drinks are amazing.
My gosh, you guys are just getting me so excited for this party.
And Tito's is one of our sponsors, so look for that too.
Lots of vodka.
Yes.
Is there going to be any animals at this event?
That there might be.
There might be. I'm sorry. I'm probably asking questions I'm not supposed to be asking you. I'm so sorry. I would just love to see some cool animals there. Awesome. And then you guys said you were the 4th largest
art school in the nation affiliated with a museum. So our art school has grown from just a couple of classrooms initially a long time ago. I mean, the museum's in its 90-something.
Yeah, we're approaching our 100th anniversary in a few years. So.
And so now we have a fully functional, we offer classes in ceramics was originally the base, and we do acrylic painting, we do oil painting, watercolors. We have an entire studio for loom weaving, and the latest and greatest that we have added to the art school repertoire is the hot shop, which is the glass blowing shop.
Oh.
And it's everything from really large scale glass blowing like Dale Chihuly to tiny, very intricate work, beadwork and lamp working. So we have enormous, big, huge kilns and little itty bitty cool stuff.
And that's amazing. And so all of the fundraising will go towards providing for the school and the museum.
Yeah. So providing both supplies and I think transportation. We do a lot of collaboration, as you can imagine, during the pandemic. Our attendance of homeschooled children who need art as part of their state required curriculum come to the Art Institute, and there's lots of opportunities for scholarship. It's just really supporting programming for the whole art school and the education.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I can't wait to go see that. Now, is there anything at the event that people can buy, silent auction items, or anything going on that we can have additional fundraising for?
Yeah, we actually have a raffle. The prize in the raffle is a glass sculpture by Martin Blank, who is a world-renowned glass artist. So the purchasing your raffle tickets to provide additional support, you have a chance to win a really unique, one-of-a-kind piece of art. And the added bonus is in our hot shop, you can see how pieces like that are actually made because of the unique studio space that we have for artists to work. So that's another great way to come to the party and also provide additional support to the FIA.
The Martin Blink piece that is being raffled was actually created in our hot shop, which is pretty darn cool.
That is so cool.
He was on site doing some educational workshops. So again, like part of the really cool programming and uniqueness of the Flint Institute of Arts. And the FIA also has his work in our collection, pretty large scale piece. So don't miss it, because the galleries are open during the party, so you can see all of the amazing work.
So you can walk around and kind of see what's in the museum.
Yep.
Oh, that's so exciting.
The party sort of goes throughout the museum, which is really cool.
Okay. I cannot wait. I've never been there. I cannot wait to see this.
That's one of the best parts of it every year is, there's a lot of people who will come to the party because, they're maybe their employer's a sponsor or something like that, but getting people in our space for the first time or the first time in a long time, to really realize what a jewel that is in this community.
Yeah.
It's collection wise, there's only 20 or 30 maybe museums in the country that have the sort of collection that we have right here in Flint. So to be able to bring people in and actually see that up close is probably the best part of the party.
I like that we can actually draw attention to that too, and let people know that there's a lot of good places and little, I don't want to say hidden gems, but people who don't know about it, hidden gems right here in Flint that we need to go see, we need to visit, we also need to provide for and make sure that you guys are getting everything that you need. So I love that there's a lot going on in Flint that people don't really necessarily know about and that I'm learning every single day.
Well, and something that people might not know. So like, I mean, I think my husband used to always laugh and we would say that museums were all about old brown paintings. He'll probably kill me for saying that live on the air. But the museum has so much more to offer. And one, like, I'll just give you like one fun fact because I love fun facts. But in the glass collection, which it has an entire wing to itself. So this is really unique and can be for someone who thinks that they maybe don't appreciate art. We have a glass fox that was the impetus or the inspiration for the Star Wars movie. So I don't remember if it's like Return of the Jedi or which episode it is, but when they're on the ice planet and all the little ice foxes are running out, that piece, that fox that was the inspiration is in our collection. It was so cool.
That is so cool. That's a huge fun fact there.
It's just something like unique. So it's not all about old historic tapestries. Yeah. It's not all about and we have an amazing collection of antiquities and jade and sculpture and printed and painted media, but that's just like sort of a fun fact for somebody who thinks that they're not an art lover. Yeah.
You have a little bit of everything there, it sounds like.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part of the museum? I know, probably a tough question.
My favorite part of the museum, I'm a big glass lover. So obviously, like the tidbit I gave you is about a piece in the collection. But I just think it's so cool that we have brought, just world class. The kiln was designed in the hot shop after a lot of trips to both Seattle to see what Dale Chihuli's team had built and also Pilkington and other really Corning Museum. So we've been inspired and our design for the space was very much influenced by the best in class worldwide. And so I'm really proud of that.
So glass is your favorite. What would be your favorite?
Well, in addition to the glass, which I think is showmanship wise, like that facility is just incredible when you walk in. And even, we have, right now there's a Danish glass artist working in our studio. We had an artist from Russia last month, and we have a program with College for Creative Studies in Detroit where their international artists are coming and using our space because it's comparable or better to what CCS, a world-class art school, has. So that's one area that's amazing. But I also the impact that our art school has in general. So we have a portfolio development program for young people who take art classes at the FIA over the years.
Who are in high school.
Yep. Okay. And so the students who come out of that portfolio development program, by the time they're done with high school, a lot of times their artist portfolio is equivalent or better to what someone who completed an undergrad art program would have. So,
wow.
It's led to a really high percentage, something like 80 or 90% of our students end up with art scholarships.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Which is a huge financial return, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So just the impact that the art school has, with younger students, but also, we have people in our ceramics program who have been there 30 or 40 years taking, classes in ceramics, starting, businesses, selling things that they make there. So just the old holistic kind of community impact we have through the art school is really incredible to see.
Well, and again, another sort of fun fact. So we have an incredible welding studio in the art school.
Okay.
So metal working and metal smithing can be accomplished. And we actually have drawn a lot of retirees from the skilled trades, General Motors, and local talent who are retired and just don't have they don't have a welding shop in their garage or whatever. So they've been able to come and make some really incredible pieces out of metal. And it's, not only are they learning about how to do something new, artful, but they're teaching because their welding skills are unbelievable compared to a beginner, somebody like me who just comes in and thinks it's fun to make garden steaks or whatever. And so that's super cool too, that we have not only that embedded talent, but that they're pushing and learning and they're finding purposeful use of their time as retirees, which is super cool.
That is so cool. Yeah. And so then you go in and make stuff sometimes?
Yeah.
And do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what do you guys make? Like, what do you enjoy to do when you're there? Besides the welding, I know you said the welding for your garden state.
Well, so I have young kids, and I'm a mom that feels like I've had a hard time committing to like an 8-week or 10-week or 12-week class every week for, you know, like a studio class, 3 or 4 hours, even though I would love to do that. I'm an architect in my day job, so art is in my blood. But so my favorite thing to do is take a studio soiree. The Art Institute, as a way of offering their programming, allows you to take a one class. And so we've done this, well, pre-COVID, we were doing it, you know, like one class in February, one class in March, one class in April, one class in May, and each month was a different class. So if you were super interested and you wanted to do pottery and we were making a platter, serving platter, something you could take home, you could do that. But then if that wasn't your jam or you couldn't make it, then the next week we were doing loom weaving. And then the next class, we did garden stakes and we were welding. And it was a bunch of moms. Like,
that's so cool.
A lot of whom had no experience in art. We did glass blowing.
Okay.
You can do a studio soiree in, like, we've done them in November, and we've hand blown ornaments, glass Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
And it allows you to get hands-on, but not if you're unable to commit to a full studio session. So that's my favorite thing to do.
That is so cool. And Patrick, what do you like to do?
I've tried the glass blowing, so which is super intimidating when you look at what they do, but once you get back there and they're working with you, is really fun to maneuver. I'm definitely going to try stained glass there. And then I also, my kids are young too, and are super into art and drawing in particular. So they've done a lot of those sorts of classes for young kids there. So
that's so cool.
My
that you
kids
guys
have taken a lot of pottery classes.
That's so cool. You guys can bring your kids to it. So how much would a class be if it was like a month-to-month class like that? How much would that be?
They vary depending on you know, the length of time. Some of the classes are just like workshops where it's a one-day thing. Some are over several weeks. Some require a lot more materials than others too. So, but you know, I would say, you know, ranging from about $20 to $25 for some of the workshops, upwards to, you know, $150 to $200 for some of the longer
multi-weight classes.
That's
but
pretty reasonable.
And there are also, you know, there's scholarship support and things like that available for families, you know, interested. So all of that is also, you know, flintarts.org. The art school section, you can find all kinds of info.
And this is year round, right? You do it year round?
Yeah, we have, we actually, next Monday is when registration starts for our summer session.
Okay.
So it's very similar to how college semesters work. So we have 4 times a year with new registration periods, and summer's coming up now, and those classes will start in early June.
My gosh, I think I'm gonna have to take like a winter one. Summers, you know, it's kind of hard to break away with all of our events, but I think a winter class, I'm gonna have to try and do some of that stuff. It sounds so cool.
Super fun.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you guys would like to add about Flint Institute of Arts, the community, your involvement, anything that you guys want to add?
I would just say don't miss the party.
Yeah.
It's been on hiatus for 3 years, and we're really, really excited. And it's a really fantastic way of meeting people from all walks of life, all across the community, young, old, whether you love art or you just want to come for a great evening out. The food is spectacular. It's provided by Chef Louis Fernandez. He's partnered with us every year.
From Redwood.
Yes, from Redwood.
I love Louis.
Yeah, the food is out of this world. And even he partakes, like the year that we did the art, it was the art of graffiti. All of the chef coats were graffitied.
Oh,
like
that's
he had
so
them
cool.
done before. I mean, he even takes part in the theme. So it's really fun. And we have a DJ, Peter McFray.
I know Peter as well.
He's fantastic. So
Yes, he
will
is.
keep the dance floor pumping.
Yes.
And the event goes from 7 till
Midnight, right?
midnight.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun night.
Good time on a Saturday in June, and hopefully the weather's spectacular and we'll
Yes.
be outside and you'll have lots of live entertainment.
Perfect. If you would like to put your phone number down for anyone to contact you with any questions regarding the event, I know you guys listed the website, but any direct lines they want to reach you at?
Yeah, so our phone number is 810-234-1695. Website again is www.flintarts.org. And I actually do have the correct address now.
Okay.
1120 East Kersley Street in the Cultural Center.
So you were close. You were close. Yeah.
With the right street.
Yes. So get your tickets now. Visit their website. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to sound like there's going to be a lot of really great food, great music, and a great night.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
We want to for sure thank Shea Automotive Group. They are making this party available, and they are the title sponsor this year. And without them, we couldn't do it. So super appreciate Shea's support.
Well, thank you. We're happy to help, and we're very excited to be there. Thank you guys so much for coming in today and talking to us about it. We will see you at the party.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks,
guys.
I would like to remind our listeners that if you want to get in touch with us via email, it's discoverflinttownship@gmail.com, or you can visit us on Facebook at Flint Township Events. Our YouTube channel is Discover Flint Township. Our website is discoverflinttownship.com. Our anchor channel to listen to the podcast is Discover Flint Township. And the township webpage is flinttownship.org. I want to thank our guests. You guys did such a great job today. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you, Patrick. I have a little bit of history with Shannon, so it was nice to see her again.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks for coming in, and thanks, McKenzie. I also want to thank our partners, not only Shea Automotive Group, but HAP, Financial Plus Credit Union, Guaranteed Rate, and 103.9 Facts. Discover Flint Township with us next week at 7:30 a.m. right here on 103.9 The Facts. I'm Tracey Tucker, the Flint Township Economic Enhancement Director, and I would like to remind everyone to stay safe, stay healthy, shop local, buy local, and discover Flint Township. See you later.
This has been Discover Flint Township with Tracey Tucker. For more information, visit discoverflinttownship.com. Flint Township is ready for your next move. The preceding program was pre-recorded and was paid for by Discover Flint Township. The views expressed are those of Discover Flint Township and do not necessarily reflect the views of 103.9 The Fox or Krill Communications, Inc.